The night was heavy, a storm brewed, casting an eerie glow on the street lamps of Privet Drive. A cat sat, unmoving, its eyes reflecting the strange light. This was no ordinary night. It was the night Harry Potter's life changed forever. He didn't know it then, but neither did the cat. It was a night for secrets, dark secrets. The Dursleys, in their normalcy, slept through it all. They didn't see the giant of a man, Hagrid, arrive on a motorbike. They didn't hear the whispers of magic in the air. But Harry, sleeping fitfully under the stairs, felt a shift. Something was coming. Harry Potter was used to strange things happening around him. His aunt and uncle insisted it was all nonsense, but Harry knew better. His hair never stayed flat. His cupboard was often filled with a curious warmth. And once he swore he'd even flown. The Dursleys were determined to ignore anything out of the ordinary. They showered their son, Dudley, with affection and toys, while Harry received nothing but scorn. They told him his parents were a disappointment, killed in a car crash. But Harry felt a different truth hidden beneath their words. Then came the letters. Letters addressed to Harry in emerald green ink. Letters the Dursleys tried desperately to hide. With each letter, the world around Harry seemed to shimmer, the whispers growing louder. He was being called to something extraordinary.
Hagrid's arrival shattered the Dursleys' facade. He spoke of magic, of Hogwarts, of Harry's parents. He revealed the truth they'd tried so hard to bury. Harry was a wizard, and not just any wizard. He was the boy who lived, marked by the dark wizard Voldemort.
Hogwarts was a castle of enchantment, floating candles, talking portraits, staircases that shifted with a mind of their own. For Harry, it was a haven from the Dursleys' cruelty, a place of wonder and acceptance. But beneath the surface, shadows stirred. There were whispers of a forbidden corridor on the third floor, whispers of something precious and dangerous hidden within the castle walls, a stone that held the key to immortality, a stone that Voldemort craved. The Philosopher's Stone, a legendary artifact of unimaginable power, a legend whispered among the students, passed down through hushed voices and secretive glances, a source of immense power, created by the famed alchemist Nicholas Flamel. It was said to grant immortality and turn any metal into pure gold. Its existence was a closely guarded secret, its protection paramount. Only a few knew of its true location, but someone, it seemed, sought to steal it. A shadowy figure moved through the castle, intent on claiming the stone for themselves.
Harry, Ron, we have to find out who is after the stone. This is bigger than we thought. If they get their hands on it, who knows what could happen?
Harry and his friends, Ron and Hermione, found themselves drawn into the mystery. They knew they had to act fast. Clues appeared in the most unlikely places, leading them deeper into the castle's secrets. Each discovery brought them closer to the truth.
Blimey, Hermione, these clues are everywhere. How are we supposed to figure this all out? It's like a giant puzzle.
They faced challenges, solved riddles, and broke rules, their courage tested at every turn. The castle seemed to come alive with secrets, each corner hiding a new mystery. The closer they got to the truth, the more they realized the danger was real. Shadows seemed to follow them, and the air grew thick with tension.
We can't stop now. We're so close to uncovering the truth. We have to keep going, no matter the risk.
Yeah, but what if we get caught? Or worse, expelled? The fear of consequences weighed heavily on their minds.
The Philosopher's enigma was unraveling, and the stakes had never been higher. The fate of the stone, and perhaps much more, hung in the balance. With determination and bravery, they pressed on, knowing that their actions could change the course of history. The Philosopher's Stone, a beacon of hope and power, awaited them. The journey was perilous, but the reward was beyond imagination. Together, they ventured into the unknown, ready to face whatever challenges lay ahead. The adventure of a lifetime was just beginning. The quest for the stone became a race against time. Every second counted, and the pressure was immense. The trio knew that failure was not an option, and the weight of their mission bore heavily on their young shoulders. Each challenge they faced seemed more perilous than the last. The cave was filled with traps and dangers that tested their courage and resolve. Every step forward was a step into the unknown, and the stakes were higher than ever. From three-headed dogs to devil's snare, the obstacles were relentless. The monstrous creatures they encountered were like nothing they had ever seen before, and each one presented a new and terrifying threat. From flying keys to life-size chess games, the magical challenges were as varied as they were dangerous. The enchanted keys flitted about like mischievous sprites, while the chess pieces moved with a life of their own, ready to strike at any moment. Harry, Ron, and Hermione relied on their wits and their growing friendship to survive. Their bond was their greatest strength, and it was only by working together that they could hope to overcome the trials before them.
Remember, stay calm. The devil's snare hates light and heat. In the midst of panic, Hermione's knowledge proved invaluable, guiding them through the darkness and helping them escape the clutches of the deadly plant.
Flying keys? Really? This is mental. Ron's incredulity was a brief moment of levity in an otherwise dire situation, reminding them all of the absurdity and wonder of the magical world they were navigating.
Their journey tested their limits, pushing them to the brink of fear. The dark corridors and eerie forests they traversed were filled with unseen dangers, and every shadow seemed to hide a new threat. They encountered strange creatures, some friendly, some not. The magical beings they met along the way were as varied as the challenges they faced, each one adding a new layer of complexity to their quest. They learned the importance of loyalty and the power of love. In the face of overwhelming odds, it was their unwavering support for one another that kept them going, and their love for each other that gave them the strength to persevere.
We have to stick together no matter what. The resolve in their voices was clear and their determination unshakable. They knew that only by standing united could they hope to succeed.
Right, together, we can do this. Their confidence in each other was a beacon of hope, a light in the darkness that guided them through the most trying times.
And they discovered that even in the darkest of times, hope can flicker. The smallest glimmer of light was enough to keep their spirits alive, reminding them that no matter how dire the situation, there was always a chance for victory. Betrayal came in the most unexpected form. Professor Quirrell, the stuttering, seemingly harmless defense against the dark arts teacher, was revealed to be harboring a dark secret.
Voldemort, weak and desperate, was clinging to life on the back of my head, his face a grotesque parody of humanity.
The truth was more terrifying than they could have imagined. Quirrell, under Voldemort's influence, had been trying to steal the stone all along. He had set the challenges, manipulated events, all in service to his Dark Master. The final confrontation was a battle of wills. Voldemort, in his weakened state, was still a formidable foe. He craved the stone's power, the power to cheat death and regain his lost glory. But Harry, fueled by love and courage, stood his ground. In the end, it was love that saved the day. The power of Lily Potter's sacrifice, her love for Harry, flowed through him, protecting him from Voldemort's touch. Quirrell, unable to bear the pain, crumbled into dust, Voldemort's spirit fleeing, leaving behind nothing but a whisper of his evil. The Philosopher's Stone was destroyed, its magic lost to protect it from falling into the wrong hands. Hogwarts was safe for now, but Harry knew that the threat was far from over. Voldemort was out there, lurking in the shadows, waiting for his chance to return. As Harry boarded the Hogwarts Express, a sense of unease settled over him. He had faced his fears, discovered his strength, and found a place where he truly belonged. But the darkness he had glimpsed, the evil that lingered in the world, served as a constant reminder of the battles to come. The train rattled along the tracks, carrying Harry back to the Dursleys for the summer. The rhythmic clatter of the wheels on the rails was almost hypnotic, a stark contrast to the whirlwind of thought swirling in Harry's mind. But his heart was filled with a mixture of trepidation and excitement. He couldn't help but feel a pang of sadness leaving Hogwarts, his true home, behind. Yet there was a spark of anticipation for the unknown adventures that awaited him. He knew that his life would never be the same. The experiences of the past year had changed him profoundly. He had faced dangers, made friends, and discovered a world he never knew existed. He was a wizard, marked by destiny, forever bound to the world of magic and the fight against darkness. The weight of this realization settled on his young shoulders, but it also gave him a sense of purpose. The first chapter might be over, but the story was just beginning. Each page turned was a step further into the unknown, a new challenge to overcome, a new mystery to unravel. The scar on his forehead throbbed, a constant reminder of the evil that lurked, but also of his own resilience. It was a symbol of his survival, a badge of honor that marked him as different yet special. He was Harry Potter, the boy who lived, the boy who had faced the darkest of evils and emerged stronger, the boy who had found a family in his friends and a home in Hogwarts, and he was ready to face whatever lay ahead. The future was uncertain, but Harry knew that with courage, friendship, and a bit of magic, he could overcome any obstacle. The wizarding world, with all its wonder and fear, awaited. It was a place of endless possibilities, where the ordinary and the extraordinary coexisted in a delicate balance. And he would be ready to embrace his destiny, to protect those he loved, and to uncover the secrets that lay hidden in the shadows. The journey was just beginning, and Harry Potter was prepared